Paul, back to Pride Park on Saturday. Bristol City visiting, final game before the international break. How much will how you feel about this first stretch of the season depend on what happens on Saturday?
Yeah, I'd like to come across as the bloke who looks at it evenly over the course of the games, but obviously you always feel it in the first hour after the game. So if we're successful and we win, I think we've got to give a good account of ourselves, but we need to get better in loads of different avenues, obviously, different positions. And it always takes a bit of settling in with new players, as it does for every team. There's some really crazy results in the first 6 weeks of the season, really. So, but if I lose, or if the team loses, or plays poorly and draws, obviously I'll leave the stadium like everybody else, a little bit disappointed. 4 points from 4 league games. Is that right? 4 league games? 5 league games? 4 league games, isn't it? I'm good at maths, aren't I? Is not a big enough return, really. However, the performances have been quite good, so you can't get too hung up on you will as the season progresses, but it's about performances, and I think we've been in all the games, which we're trying to do, and so if we were to come out of the home game 2 wins, it'd be great. Like, we're trying to average 2 points a game at home, which is no mean feat, by the way. So it would set us off well.
Injury issues have maybe crept up a little bit over the last week or two. Any major updates on anyone at all?
Kenzo and Tomo are struggling a little bit with their calves. Cash is fully training, so he'll be up to getting reselected into the squad. Who else is there? Ozzy. The game still might be a bit too close for him. It could be a risk we could take, although logically we probably won't. So I'm just letting Bristol City know, because that's the benefit of press. You just tell the opposition everything. And everybody else are in the best shape of their lives. So I don't think there's any other issues.
You had a new signing make his debut on Tuesday night, Tawanda Chilewa. How useful was it to be able to give him 45 minutes in that game, ahead of maybe chucking him in a championship game?
Yeah, good, I think. It would have been better if the experience would have been a lot more positive, obviously. And that's on me. We've come out the cup, it's my fault. I picked the team. I have to make picks for that game, but also thinking about the next game, and obviously I know we're not going to win the League Cup. That doesn't mean we're not going to try and be as strong as we can. And I picked a team that I thought would have been strong enough to win, but unfortunately it wasn't, against a good Barrow team. So anyway, so I thought for a game, I played him out of position. I just needed him to be in the dressing room, and I also needed him to know the importance of first team football, which everything is important. So if you kick the ball away and you get booked early in the game, you've got to struggle to stay on for 90 minutes. It's all part of the learning curve. So I think it would do him good. And, obviously he'd only been in the building for 24 hours virtually. So it was a quick, come on, let's get on with it. And that is how elite sport is. So I think it would do him good to get some minutes on him under his belt, and so the lads can know what he can do. And then we're easy today, for example, we'll be sitting with him with his clips, critiquing every single thing he done. So there's an opportunity when he's in the box that he could have just gone on and shot. But to keep the game alive, he kindly crossed it. So there's things we can help him with, obviously, and we'll enjoy working with him.
You'll be seeing a very familiar face on Saturday, a few in fact, but let me ask you about Max Bird first and foremost. I know you're very close to a lot of your former players. Have you spoken to him since he left over the summer? Yeah,
I have spoken to him via text quite a bit. I think I spoke to him once on the phone. And I knew it was going to be a good fit for him, because I know Liam really well, and their culture's not a million miles away from ours. So he settled in really well, and I have got a lot of time for Max, because he takes football seriously. He's got an amazing moral compass, and he just wants to, be the best version of himself. So I've got a lot of time for him. Obviously, I do randomly text 90 if he scores. Atmosphere against Middlesbrough a fortnight ago was fantastic. You're going to need the sort of application and energy and performance level from everyone again. Yeah, and we are for every single game, and that's no different if we were the best team in the league or the worst team in the league or somewhere in between. You always need the team to, we coach them and prepare them as well as we can. So there's not our responsibility done when they cross the line. I don't mean it like that, but then the lads have to perform at a level, or try and perform at a level. It's not every 11 players play out of 10 every week. I understand that. They have a level of responsibility. The fans have not a level of responsibility, but we want to put a performance on that they enjoy. The more they enjoy, the more noise they make, the more it helps the players. It's a win-win. So, look, everyone's in sport and in football, and probably even more so at the moment. Life's tough for a lot of people. Football's not the one shining light. I don't mean it's depressing as that, but it is entertainment. It is theatre. People want to be entertained. They want to see their team have loads of shots. They want to see tackles. They want to see goals. They want to see entertainment, and that's our job to do it. It's a very tough league full of very good teams, but every game that we put on, we should be competitive in, and that's what we'll do again Saturday. And that's why, hopefully, the fans can enjoy it and go home, enjoy the international break, go and watch a local team, a non-league team while we're not playing, and then get ready for the next little portion of games.